Minecraft. In this episode of Brian Taking on Final Fantasy II, we check out a few of the initial areas in the Nether before choosing one to attack. It's called Zombaville USA, and it's populated by zombie pigmen, as well as some other bad guys. It will feel like a sense of deja vu as we go through the area, because we're going to keep seeing the same things over and over again. Is this episode going to be a success or a failure? You're going to have to watch to find out. Let's get started. Welcome back to Final Fantasy II. And it's time for us to go exploring one of the areas in the Nether. And as you'll recall, there were 3 or 4 different directions we could go when we kind of walked out into here. And I am just going to kind of pick one at random. Let's try this one. In order to kind of remember which one it is, I'm going to put a bunch of stone bricks over on this side. Actually, I guess I'll put like a pillar here. Just to remind me to kind of go in this direction. And we'll grab a minecart and I will hop aboard this rail, which is always dangerous because there might be a trap at the end, but I'm not carrying all that much inventory or anything. And we'll just kind of see what happens over here. I don't know that it's worth trying to light anything up. Okay, it doesn't seem to be a trap. And is this just more minecarts? Yes, okay, great. And this is Wave of Mutilation. Alright, and you'll recall that as we got into the Nether, rather than messages from the settlers, I hear lots of things happening. Oh, and I see, like, fire arrows, like, shooting across or something over there. Alright, that's interesting. I'm actually going to walk back a little ways and try to get away from any of those spawners or noises as we read this. This is my fortress. You'll have no business here. Turn back while you still can. Wait, I changed my mind. I want to show you something. Come in. Enter. There's an altar with your name on it in the basement. Darkness. So yes, you'll recall that we've been getting messages from Darkness rather than the settlers once we came into the Nether. And so obviously this is going to be some kind of crazy trap. And yeah, we have lots of, I guess, are they fire charges, like, going every which way? Oh, hello. Found a ghast. Return to sender. This is going to be interesting. I think everything here is kind of non-explodable in terms of brick types, so we don't have to worry about that. And, you know, I could fire arrows at them, but I'm not even sure it's worth wasting the arrows. Let's just kind of take a running start through here. Oops. Let's see if I can actually get... Oh! Found cave. Oh my gosh! Oh dear. Alright, let's see if I can manage to sprint away from any of those guys. Oh wow, and now I'm on fire. Alright, this is going to be a tough area. Wow, that's fantastic. Should I go back in there and try to get my stuff back? I think I might, also just to explore a little bit more around there. Yes, this will be very interesting. Alright, I'll bring you guys back in over there in a moment. Alright, the good news is it's not too far to get there. Oh, ghast blew this up. Alright, oh well. And yeah, I don't know if the various enemies would have despawned or not. It seems like perhaps they did. But I am able to regain most of my stuff, and so I think I will just try to run and get out. Oh, I see a cave spider over there already. But I think I can at least get back before more of them spawn. I see, so they're spawning underneath here. Alright. Cool, and the gas is helping me out by setting some of those guys on fire, perhaps. Alright, so that's not so bad. But yeah, that seems like it's going to be a tough area. Now that we have checked that out, I think I will switch gears. Let's put some armor back on. Oh, I guess some of my armor blew up. Well, that's okay. Ah! Quit shooting at me. Let's go ahead and check out a different area, since that one seems like it might be pretty tough. And, yeah, perhaps a different area will have some more initial loot or something that looks a little bit easier. Or perhaps not. Maybe the entire Nether is going to be this way. Who knows? I will go ahead and organize... I lost some arrows as well. Alright, I'm not too worried about this. This is mostly just kind of more reconnaissance to see what else is there. And let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and switch out these blocks. Alright, we tried going that way, and that way was bad. So now let's try going this way. And see what we have over here. Alright, the usual kind of minecart stuff. Something to make the ride go a little bit shorter. And over in this direction, we have zombie pigmen. And a platform, and it looks like some iron underneath that platform over there, and these are half slabs, so I can't put torches easily. I think there's like iron underneath there, some water that is going down into the nether, and then these crazy big walls were on like a giant mound or sphere of lava. I imagine this is just minecarts again. Yeah, alright. And I guess should we head down here? Guess there's no reason not to. It seems like it's just pigmen for right now. I wonder if I can just jump down into here. I guess I will go ahead and build a bridge across. Might make things a little easier. Make it easier to come back, if nothing else. And yeah, it does seem like that is some iron over there. Alright, I know... Oh yeah, there's a lot of iron in here. Alright, well I have a bunch of places I can get plenty of iron. And so I guess that means I can go ahead and like switch to iron armor if I want to. And then a bunch of bedrock over here that nothing is going to spawn atop. I cannot tell. Looks like there's something more down here. Some signs to end the water and then something below. But before we check that out, area last resort. Darkness is a bit of a prick. Definitely a borderline personality disorder type. Anyway, you die, you die, you die. Darkness's other evil self. Okay. It's not a lot of information. Storyline seems to kind of be breaking down over here. Let's just take a little run over here. I don't actually... Do I have any food on me? Alright, a gas did manage to spawn over there. But there aren't a lot of places that I see that gas could possibly spawn in this room. So I'm not too worried about... Oh, blazes. Which are presumably spawning underneath me over here somewhere, I guess. Do I have any food on me at all? I have spider eyes if I need them. Alright, some food is better than no food. I'm going to take a walk over this way. It looks like this might go nowhere. Oh, it looks like I'm getting to the end. I was going to make a cut, but it looks like I don't need to. Oh, but there seems to be a loot chest over here. And I don't hear any other bad guys immediately spawning. Can I reach the chest from here? Yes? Maybe? No. Alright, let's go ahead and build a way back up before anything else. And some potions. Well, I will happily take these potions back into a safer chest. But it isn't clear where else to go other than kind of like down at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and bring these potions back, I think. And yeah, perhaps the down then goes under here, and where I heard the blazes spawning, there's actually something under here that goes over in that direction, I'm guessing. But I'll bring the potions back, and then we can take a closer look at this area. Actually, I guess I could just put them like in the chest with the minecarts up here. Maybe I'll do that, and then we'll come right back down. So I'll see you guys in a moment after I store away the potions. Alright, I put away the potions upstairs, and now let's see what happens if I go deeper down here. Gravel. So any block update means instant death, and against this wall, I can place those bricks without anything going badly, and then stand up here, so I have somewhere that I could fall on. And so, let's see. I really don't have any inventory that I will be particularly sad about if I lose. And so I guess let's just try to walk across here and see if there's anything on the other side. Got tons of zombie pigmen. But it doesn't look like there'll be enough space for a Oh, but there's blazes. And I'm in range of those spawners. Right. And the blazes, can the blazes cause a block update? Yes, because they'll set things on fire, and the fire will cause a block update, I think. I'm not entirely sure about that. And so I would probably have to make my way, like build my own platform all the way over. Is that what I would have to do? And I don't even know what I'm trying to get to over here. It looks like it's just the void below me. Alright, well I'm going to give that one a think. But we've kind of checked out that area. And so, there's at least one other direction that we could go. And so, I am going to go try to check out that direction, but first, let's see if I can deal with this gas. Return to sender. Boom! There we go. Alright, I will see you guys back at the top, and we'll check out another direction. Alright, there was a third rail line farther down, so let's try taking this one over and see where it takes us. Presumably to another named area, which will perhaps be friendlier than the first two. Wow! I was kind of joking, but look, it's a village full of pigmen. Area, Zombaville USA. Zombaville. That sounds like how 3-2 talks. I'm a little bit afraid of being out here in the area, so I'm going to back off a little bit. I thought maybe you were feeling a little homesick. You should feel at home down here. Take a stroll down the street until you arrive at your house. When you get there, just knock on the door and walk right in. Did you know you were sent on a one-way mission? Expendable? This is close to home as you will ever get. Ever come. Get cozy. Darkness. Alrighty. Sounds interesting. In any case, we got grass in here. We've got some nice landscape. We've got some crazy glowstone lighting. We have mailboxes. I see zombies. Alright, and so that's going to be problematic because the zombies will attack me, but with all the zombie pigmen everywhere, it'll be easy to accidentally anger them. And I see... Alright, this is a zombie spawner and not a zombie pigman spawner, and so I will say, boom noodle, spawner destroyed. And then wonder to myself if every tree is going to have zombies underneath it. And... Yep. Map makers seem to enjoy predictability in terms of these things, and so I guess it just makes sense as I'm kind of walking past here to go ahead and take out these zombie spawners to make this village a little bit more friendly. And I haven't really taken a good look around to kind of like get eyes on the village itself. And so I should probably do that. But it seems like just a bunch of kind of row houses that all look somewhat similar. Kind of cute architecture. Got some flowers out front. I should probably check inside these houses at some point. But I think I will, boom noodle, destroy a few of these spawners. And yeah, bring you guys, back in as something a little bit more interesting or exciting happens. So I will see you when I see you. No! Alright, I heard spiders and then kaboom. Alright. Well, apparently there was a trap down at the end past the first intersection. Let's walk back down there and see what kind of remains. Obviously all of my stuff fell in the lava, but I wasn't carrying all that much stuff, and now I'm just going to go back there naked just to kind of check out the results of that destruction. But basically this area was if you went all the way down the staircase, and so I'll just walk back here. Actually, this will probably be one mission, so I'll sprint. I'll bring you guys back in when we get over there. Alright, I see a magma cube over here, but he might have just spawned naturally, because there's enough big kind of open flatlands for normal nether creatures to spawn. Obviously the zombie pigmen, but we might see a ghast out here at some point as well, I would suspect. And somewhere over here, yes, I heard a spider, which was probably a proximity trap that just kind of blew up this intersection, and so below we just have a bunch of lava, and... yeah, I just kind of wonder if there's going to be any other proximity traps, and so long as I'm out here naked, I'll just kind of walk further on down and see if we can manage to set off any more traps, and also see if anything different happens the further we kind of like get down in this direction. That's an odd, maybe some TNT kind of like exploded its way over here or something. So I'll bring you guys back in if it gets interesting. Alright, there's another intersection here, and so I hear a spider, so I presume that intersection is also going to explode. Yep. Okay. So that's predictable as well. Each time you come to an intersection, it explodes. At some point, I will have to check out these houses. But yeah, let's just kind of walk down the street. I want to get a sense of how far this goes, because it seems like a really long area. I'm not sure how else to describe it. And it seems, yeah, very repetitive. It just seems like the same kind of sets of houses. I haven't looked inside any of the houses yet. Ah, perhaps this is, quote-unquote, my house, according to Darkness, from the message at the beginning of the area. And I don't know, can I walk over here? I hear gas, and this way is a little precarious. But I can jump up here, mycelium or whatever it's called, and I can walk in here, and there is a blaze spawner. So let's try to get away from there. And wow, the birdcage, really? That seems unlikely. Looks like there's some zombie spawners here. I didn't even bring a pick. But so long as I'm here, I might as well try to see if I can destroy a spawner or two. Oops. And of course, I just stopped punching that because I thought it had broken and it had not. Alright, I'm not going to last long in here. But it looks like there might be a birdcage there. I'm not sure if it's actually going to contain a music disc or what. But that area seemed pretty straightforward, and I think that might be the one that we go ahead and attack with some better weapons, but we have checked out kind of the next 3 areas, so I'll decide what I'm going to do, and then we'll try to perhaps attack that area. I've decided that I am going to take on Zombaville USA. I have some iron armor and tools. I've also got a shovel, and I'm going to try to do this methodically, and so the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of go on through. I thought I just saw... Oh, smoke particles coming out of there like there were spawners under there, but perhaps not. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this methodically, and kind of take out all the zombie spawners on one side and then the other, and then we'll eventually get down to the end where we saw the birdcage, and deal with that. And so I'm just going to kind of take my time, do all this, and I'll bring you guys back in once we get over there and things get more interesting. Well, found another trap. And that one, whoop, crap, was different than the others. It was inside a house. I'm not sure if there actually are traps in the other houses, and I just haven't been close enough to them that I haven't been setting those traps off. Or exactly what happened there. But fortunately, it's one of those things where I was able to hear it go off. You hear a spider spawn, and then you hear a pressure plate, and then you know to run. So, the usual kind of thing. I also hear a zombie behind me, who I will have to take care of in a moment. Hello, zombie. You are dead, sir. Alright, taking out more zombie spawners. Ah! Another random explosion. Not sure where that came from. And I do not like them. Let's try to check out one of these houses. First up, I'm just going to walk up to the door. Make sure that no proximity trap seems to be going off. Alright, and then if it's safe enough, apparently, I'll try walking inside. We have some furnaces. Got some paintings. Got wood. Got a record player with nothing in it, apparently. And upstairs, we have some beds. Ha 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 ha. We have a chest. Hey, there's loot inside the chests. Oh, there's loot. And then I got a trapdoor up here that... Does this just go to the roof? Yes, seems to just go to the roof. The beds, I was actually thinking, if there's ever a place where I need to kind of like use TNT to blow things up, I could use beds as kind of a suicide mission in the Nether to blow things up. Because, you know, if you try to sleep in a bed in the Nether, the bed explodes with a blast that I think is like bigger than TNT, so it's like a big blast. But it appears that there is loot inside some, if not all, of these houses. And so now I'm curious to walk into a couple others, but I'm also worried that houses seem to be randomly trapped. And so I'm going to try to kind of like walk kind of like around between some houses and see if any proximity traps go off before I actually go into each individual house. But for the moment, this one seems like it might be safe. So let's pop inside here. It seems to be exactly the same design as the previous house that I took a look inside. And this one also has some loot, so that is cool. And so perhaps I will try to loot a few of these houses. I'm not sure how likely it is that I'm going to die from a proximity trap or something. So if I should try to gather a bunch of loot or just be happy gathering a little bit of it and then go drop it back off and take a careful approach, that's probably what I will do, because it's kind of my way. These houses are brick rather than sandstone and seem to be possibly a little bit of a different design. And so once again, I'm just walking around to see if any proximity traps go off. But let's check out inside this house and see if the interior is the same or different compared to the prior house. Seems like it's got a similar interior. Yeah, and just a different exterior. Oh, wow! There's some good loot here, actually. Neat. I could put that on right now. But instead, I'm just going to walk around and try to gather a little bit more loot and then bring it back to kind of like safekeeping. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of looting, and I'll bring you guys back in when I'm done with that. Ding dong! Oh, crap! Alright, so I think since I've taken out all the zombie spawners, now I'm walking back near the houses in an attempt to set off the proximity traps that lie in some of the houses. And so basically if I hear one, I just need to run. Here is, oops, a zombie spawner that I neglected to take out. I just noticed something. There's a loot chest in the backyard of one of these houses, and I haven't really looked in the backyard of any houses. I just assumed that this was kind of a main street. And so, I wonder if I should go inside here. I am, of course, worried about more proximity bombs going off. Oop, alright, zombie. Tree in the backyard. So we got the usual predictable kind of stuff over here. But now, is this safe? I guess so. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a fence. Haha. I know how the game works. Let's put some dirt there instead. And I don't see anything bad sneaking up on me, and it is leather. Not particularly useful, but since I am gathering loot, I will grab it. And my phone is ringing. I'll be right back. Ah! All right. And so that's what the proximity bombs are like. And yes, this house is nothing more. And so if I just walk past all of these houses, hopefully I will set off all of the bombs, and then it'll make it easier to loot the rest of the houses that don't have bombs in them. So wish me luck. There is a wild dog over in the backyard of this house. I just heard him barking, and that may be... Oh, I just heard a spider. Spiders are always bad news. That is the sound of a trap that's about to go off. Typically. And I presume that, well, like if I hit F3, the biome is hell. And so it can't be the case that the dog just spawned naturally here because there's grass. And so that means 3-2 left him here. Hello, Magnacube. I do not feel like dealing with you right now. I'm trying to talk to the people. Can't you see? Alright, let's go ahead and kill these Magnacubes. But as a result, I guess 3-2 put the dog on the map. Or the wild wolf, I guess I should say. And so I don't know if that's something interesting that should attract my attention, or is just trying to be cute in terms of Zombaville USA, and the zombies keep dogs as pets just like humans. But now I'm kind of curious about the backyard of this house. I'm going to walk. I still hear a spider. And so that tells me that something is a trap that's going to go off soon. And so Let's wait and see if a trap goes off first. Well, perhaps not. Like, I would have thought it would go off by now if it was going to go off at all. I'm really kind of nervous about it. But now I want to check out the backyard where this dog was. I think it was back in here. I definitely still hear a spider over in here, and I really think this house is going to blow up at some point. Alright, backyard. Okay, so the trees in the backyard still have zombie spawners. Oh, this one does not. Okay, there's the dog. So I am in the correct backyard. Oh, there's something over here. Do you see that? Or is it just a blown up house? What is that? Alright, I'm concerned about spending so much time where I can't see all of my surroundings very well. I guess these are just blown up houses all back here? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, there's a cow over here, too. Maybe animals spawn on grass randomly, even in the Nether? There's another dog over here, too. Seems kind of unlikely to me. I am not really sure. That is something I should probably look up on the wiki at some point. Or I could test... Oops, I just heard that time I heard a trap go off. Yep, there we go. Okay, so my guess is the spider was climbing around or not getting over to the pressure plates where the trap was. And so if you do hear spiders, it almost always means there's going to be a trap. Alright, I'm going to try to set off the rest of all the traps, and then we can go and loot the houses pretty safely, I think. And I'll also keep my eye out for any other treasure boxes, and I'll bring you guys back in as appropriate. Found something new. Look over here. We got some other kind of spawner. Nope, it's skeletons. Alright. They will be a little harder to deal with. I can probably get them to shoot the zombie pigmen. Yes, exactly like that. And use the zombie pigmen as allies, and so I think I will do that. But I also just want to walk over here and get a sense of just how common those skeletons are going to be. Shoot the pigmen. Oh, I still have some zombies over here as well. Darn it. And now we got a ghast. Alright. This is going to get ugly if I'm not careful. Alright, but I wonder if those skeletons are guarding something good. Okay, there seems to be a zombie spawner over here that I haven't taken out yet. All of a sudden, there's 100 things going on. We got random magma cubes spawning just because it's the Nether and that's what they do. Yes, it's definitely gotten more dangerous over here just because this is an area that I haven't dealt with yet. There still could be proximity bombs that are going to be going off as well. I'm not sure where the ghast is. I don't see him right now. And so let's hope he is kind of farther away. I did take out this zombie spawner, and now I've lost track. Everything looks the same. And so I've lost track of where those skeleton spawners were. Oh, here's the ghast. Didn't actually see him. There he is. Okay, he's stuck in the ground. I can kill him easily. Alright. Ghast is dead. But now I've lost track of the skeletons. Oh, here they are. They're right over here. Okay, great. And so I will check out this area in just a moment, but there are still some zombies. Ugh. This is getting hard on my nerves. Okay, I do not have any good... Let's just dig under here. Oh, I can use light. What am I thinking? Skeletons will not spawn in the light. And so I can do that, and now it should be easy to take out these spawners. Alright, spawner taken care of. Spawner taken care of. I hear a skeleton somewhere. He might have spawned inside the house. And now I'm really curious in these houses if there is going to be something kind of hidden inside them. I've been standing around here for a while, and no proximity alarm seems to have gone off. And so let's take a look inside here and see if we see a skeleton or anything out of the ordinary. Maybe there's better loot inside here. It seems like pretty normal loot, based on the little bit of looting that I've done so far. So I don't know if these skeletons were just adding variety. In any case, the houses I'm looting, I've been leaving a torch on the front porch so that I know it's already been looted. And so I guess let's try looting this house over here, assuming... I'm not sure I've taken out all the zombie spawners yet. Let's see if this one has a zombie spawner. Yes, I've already taken it out. I hear a skeleton. I don't hear any proximity alarms going off. Skeleton might be inside this house. Oh, hello. I think that was a skeleton spawner. I'm not entirely sure. Bunch of food. And yeah, I just heard more skeletons dropping, and so I'm curious to know. Let's not click on the bed. Yep, okay. Skeletons on the roof. And so is there anything on the roof of this house? Or is this just... Like, when things are different, it makes me wonder. Is it different for a reason? Or is it just trying to throw me off my game? But I don't see anything different. I don't see any, you know, loot chests kind of hiding outside or anything. Here's another skeleton. Let's go ahead and kill him. Bye-bye, skeleton. There's another skeleton. Yeah, I don't see anything else that's different. And so I guess let's just get back to business. Take out the rest of the zombie spawners. Find any other spawners that are hidden, kind of lying around in this area. Hello, zombie pigman. And I've looted this house, and so I put a torch on the front lawn. Alright, I'll bring you guys back in if there's anything else interesting. Sprint! Yeah. Phew. Alright, well I think I set off all the proximity traps and only looted a handful of the houses, but here is the various loot I got. The mailboxes sometimes had paper and a golden apple inside, and the other stuff either got blown up or is stuff that I found inside the houses. And so there's some more looting to do, and then the birdcage at the end seems like it won't be too unreasonable to try to attack. And so I think that's what we'll try to do next, but I have to check on the episode time. Alright, I was walking down the street, and one of the houses that blew up before, it looks like there is some kind of loot chest in its backyard that I don't think I have gotten to before. And so I'm unclear the best way to kind of make my way over there, but I'm going to try to get over there, maybe through the backyard of the previous house. Maybe. Let's try to find a safe passage. But yeah, I'll bring you guys over there, assuming I manage to get over there uneventfully. Alright, there's a zombie spawner over here, but I don't think it can spawn zombies near me. And, alright, it's an intermediate loot chest. It has a little bit of useful stuff. But it's always nice to find loot chests. Alright. I will continue on. I want to get to the back end and try to assault this crazy house. Alright, I'm by this house, and a number of gas keeps spawning, and so I think... Oh, and here's another skeleton spawner, too. I think there must be a gas spawner over by this house. Let me get some light out here to keep skeletons from spawning continually. Yeah, and so that's going to make things a little bit more annoying as well. But yeah, I think I basically want to just create a slightly better path over here. Well, right now the only blocks I have are dirt. Maybe I'll just run inside the house and try to assault it. Yeah, I think I will do that. Let's just take our shot. Oh, crap! Oh, I feel like an idiot. Alright, next time we will try to do a better job assaulting that place and not immediately fall in a hole after we decide we're not going to bother. Alright, I have plenty of cobble. I'll bring lots of cobble and fill up all the holes, and next time we will attack that place and do better. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you again soon.